Okay, thank you very much, Tim-san. I would like to ask you about the couple question
Mm,
about you and the Yamabushi or Yamabushi things. Would you illustrate, answer me about the? I would like to know the change or
yeah,
before and after you became Yamabushi, or you you coincidentally knew Yamabushi Act. That's the it could be long, but
mm,
please it's good chance to
yeah,
talk. So would you talk a little bit
yeah.
about that?
The
Mm.
change. Um, so uh, I haven't thought about this. I have not thought about this in advance, and that's actually one change as well.
Uh-huh.
Like, so like not focusing too much on like focusing on trying to be in the moment,
Mm-hmm.
which is that's something that Master Yoshino does, right? He always talks about being
Exactly.
live, live,
Mm-hmm.
like being
Right. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
doing things ad lib. Um, and so I haven't actually thought about this. So my answer might
Mm.
be a bit, I don't know, vague.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
the first thing that comes to mind
Mm-hmm.
is the this might be a bit deep as well, like to
Mm-hmm.
start off with. But the first thing that
Mm-hmm.
comes to my mind is the
Mm-hmm.
respect for my ancestors has
Mm-hmm.
changed completely.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so
Really? Mm.
like I became this. This could also just be age as well,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
became interested in where I came from.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so my dad had done a whole lot of research into
Mm-hmm.
our
Mm-hmm.
genealogy, which is
Mm-hmm.
the family history,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
picked up on that.
Mm-hmm.
So I started researching that, and you'd probably want to know why this has something to do with why this has anything to do with Yamabushi. I think you understand straight away, but
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
for the average person,
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
so the culture of ancestor worship in Japan is very it's changed over time. I think modern people don't sense it as much, but for example, like Obon, everyone
Mm-hmm.
still does Obon,
Mm-hmm.
and so. Uh, Obon has I think that does have a direct link to it does have a direct link to Yamabushi because Yamabushi are doing the
Yeah,
Obon
yeah.
rituals and things.
Mm-hmm.
But for me personally, it's I think probably the biggest thing is Mount Gassan, like
Okay.
what Mount Gassan represents, um,
Mm-hmm.
because it's the world of the afterlife. It's the world where our ancestors go as we pass away. And this has been believed. This belief has been around for centuries. And so by physically visiting Mount Gassan, you get a sense for what life was like. Oh, how do you say that? Uh, well, I do think that doing Yamabushi training, like you get a sense for what life was like in olden Japan, but that's
Mm.
not what I want to talk about right now. What I want to talk about right now is like you get a sense for like if you climb Mount Gassan, and if you've lost someone, which is basically that's a lot of people, um, it gives you the chance to reflect on that person's impact on you. And in my case, this is something I've talked about with Tuck a lot, but in my case, so my father, so when I climb Mount Gassan, yeah, it like it gives you a chance to think about like in my case, it gives me a chance to think about my dad. And so um and I don't know, I think about him all the time, but I don't have like a dedicated like time that I think to him, think about him. And so that's my direct ancestor, right? And
mm,
then it also gives you a chance to think about not just your direct ancestors, but there's a broader meaning behind that. In that, so the ancestors, when we say the ancestors, for me, it's everyone that's lived until now, which is quite a literal interpretation, I think, of the word. But and so everyone that's lived until now, um, even people who you may not have a direct relationship with, they definitely have an impact on the world, and that impact on the world has an impact on you. And so, okay, you could say maybe it's like the butterfly effect, um, but uh, so you've got the connection to your direct ancestors, and then you've got the connection to each and every person who has come before you. And then, of course, because we are on the earth, all of the people that uh, are with you right now. And so, uh, I guess you could say that when you climb Mount Gassan in particular, you feel a connection to humanity. You feel a connection to
mm,
life, basically.
mm,
And
mm,
so that's been a big change for me. So I never really, well, it's hard to say because I've been a Yamabushi nearly 9 years, so
mhm,
it's hard to
mhm,
say exactly, but I never really felt a strong connection with other humans. I guess besides my direct family, I never really
mm,
thought about things like that deeply at all until I
mm,
became Yamabushi and
mm,
especially on Mount Gassan. Um,
mhm,
and that's probably the biggest change I think I've felt.
mm,
And that's because
mm,
that's that's like a that's like a universal kind of thing, I feel.
mm, mhm,
Then another thing is I've recently um, this is this is extremely personal, like extremely related to me, but
mm, mm,
I started to look at the connection to New Zealand. So because I'm from New Zealand, and the Maori peoples, like the how the Maori experience the world. And one thing that, like, whenever someone talks about, I don't know, New Zealand or Maori culture or anything, I love to say that when you do your self-introduction in Maori, you say mountain, which mountain you were born near, and which river, like which is your mountain and which is your river, and it's
mm,
how you connect. That's how you connect to the land,
mm,
to the
mm,
earth. And
mm,
I only found out recently. So um, the hill that I so the mountain, I guess my mountain is it's called Puke Atua, and
Uketamo.
I believe so. Puke means like a hill, and then Atua
Mhm,
means kami or God.
mhm,
So
mhm,
like
mm,
the hill that I used to play on as a kid is literally the hill of the god, or the gods.
mhm, mm,
And so it was a weird connection for me.
mm,
Because
mm,
when when we do Yamabushi training, I always feel I always recall I
mm,
go
mm,
back to when I was a
mm,
kid, and I
mm,
would be playing out in the nature in New Zealand on the mountains, on the hill behind
mm,
behind my house. Every
mm,
single day I would go out, and
mm,
that's the hill. Like it's the
mhm,
same
mm,
mountain.
mm,
And so it's a weird connection to have. But
mm.
um, I guess, is that a change? It's more like a realization, perhaps. But
Aha. Mhm,
yeah.
mhm,
Um,
mm,
but I guess through that realization, there's been a change as well, like
Mm-hmm.
how I approach, like I know how I guess yeah, how I approach life or how I approach like when I
Mm-hmm.
meet new people and stuff and try to form connections. Like I feel a stronger bond than I did
Mm.
before. I think,
Really
yeah,
cool.
that's like a big like a universal change. I mean, like in the sense of like a very big human,
Mm-hmm.
like where
Mm-hmm.
do you fit in the thread of human life kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then daily life stuff is so uh because of Uketamo.
Okay.
So I find like if I have an idea, if I have a spark, an inspiration to want to do something, if it's something that like not for something that's like could be I don't normally get these ideas, but like something that could harm someone. If it's something that
Mm-hmm.
could help people, I try and like do it as soon as possible, like without
Mm-hmm.
trying
Mm-hmm.
to cloud my judgment. Like this is exactly what Master always says. So uh, like not letting your thinking mind interrupt your what do you call it, like feeling, your sensing mind. And so I notice myself like I don't know, I can't think of an example. Um, uh, one example that I can think of is when I maybe not a strong example, but when I have an idea to write an article, for example, I make sure I put it down straight away, like write it down somewhere or record it somewhere. Um, I can't think of any other examples. I'm sure they'll come, but uh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So just trying to like let your body, let your your body lead. So not letting your body or your heart lead, not letting
Mm-hmm.
your monkey brain, as we like to say,
Mm-hmm.
not letting your monkey brain stop you from
Mm-hmm.
doing things that could
Mm-hmm.
potentially be very helpful for other humans,
Mm-hmm.
especially yourself, I guess. So it's kind of like trying to like trust your instinct, and then it's kind of like ignoring your thinking mind as well,
Mm-hmm.
and trying to use that initial burst of inspiration to do things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, um, yeah, that's been like a change as well. Like,
Mm-hmm.
mm,
I see.
yeah,
Thank you.
thanks.
The uh, have you visited the uh, have you visited the hill mountain of gods?
Ah,
The
yeah, many times.
after
Yeah.
after you get changed
Um,
the
I have, but I only
mhm.
realized that the name was that recently.
Oh,
So,
so the mm,
that the name was, yeah, I only realized that recently. So, next time
mhm.
I go there will be next month.
Okay.
So,
Hmm.
yeah,
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
guess it's something to look forward to.
Gotcha. Hmm.
This time I'll be taking my children as well. So,
I see that.
I need to pass on that knowledge somehow.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'm curious about it would look different. Uh,
Yeah, it really feels different. It already feels
mm,
different. Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
It's weird. It's really strange. It makes me cry when I think about it. Like I can imagine
Mm,
it in my mind's eye,
yeah.
and I
Mm,
can imagine standing there.
mm,
Mm.
nice. Cool. Nice. So you have changed, and the uh, so you are doing a leader role or
Uh-huh. Yeah.
guide. You do guide to others,
Yeah.
followers,
Sendatsu. Yeah.
sendatsu role. So can you uh, can you let me know the good example or the somebody who most impressive
Mm,
participant or most impressive moment of the somebody episode
yeah,
or somebody
yeah,
who changed who
yeah,
got the transformational moment,
yeah.
I would say. Mm.
So thinking back, I could give you an example of basically anyone that has done it. Anyone that has
Uh-huh.
done it, I've
Mm,
felt a transformation in them.
mm,
Um, so I don't want to say their name. I can't say their name. But
okay. Mm-hmm.
um, let's say, okay, I think of this, the first person that came to my mind. So
Mm-hmm.
this person, they were a bit, they were a bit wary. So they were a bit
Mm-hmm.
like,
Mm-hmm.
they were still unsure of
Mm-hmm.
whether a non-Japanese person could be
Mm-hmm.
a sendatsu. And by
Mm-hmm.
the end of the experience, so um, they understood fully that because I have done the Yamabushi training
Mm-hmm.
right now, I've done it 5 times, 5 years.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Then so I've got the Yamabushi credentials, but also I can explain things in my native English. So
Mm-hmm.
I can explain nuances that
Mm-hmm.
native Japanese speakers may not be able to explain.
Sure. Sure.
And that, so that for me was more of a um, so I often get deja vu,
Mm-hmm.
and I
Mm-hmm.
think getting deja vu is like it's telling you that you're on the right path. And
Mm-hmm.
so I didn't get deja vu with this person, but um, I did get the sense that like we're on the right path, like we're doing what we should be doing,
Mm-hmm.
and uh, that's that's always helpful, I think, like when you feel that what you're doing is the right thing, and I feel that all the time when doing Yamabushi training, and so so there's that. So I was able to explain like nuance in detail to this one person, but also there was this one moment during the training that uh, oh I don't know why, but partway through the training, the person stopped me and said, she okay, there you go, you know it's a female. Um, uh, she told me that she felt a very strong connection to the earth in this moment that we had just had. This was out on one of the mountains, and I felt in that moment like so. My feeling is that it's not me. So I'm the leader, but it's not me that is the one that's I don't know. We're kind of just showing the magic rather than we're just leading people to the mountains and then letting the mountains do the work, letting the mountains do the magic. Um and so I felt that in that moment. Like it's not so much because of something that I've done, it's because I've led someone to the mountains and the mountains have worked their magic. Yeah. So that's how I felt. Yeah, at that one point.
Cool.
Um,
Cool.
that's just one example. There are other examples like uh, oh, maybe it wasn't me as a sendatsu, but there are other examples where people just like when we finish the naorai, when we have the after the training meal, and you hear the stories, and yeah, it's quite profound at times. Like we're doing the exact same training, but the realizations that people have completely different, but all like united, all for making better lives, better people. And so that is, yeah, I feel very proud that I'm able to provide that opportunity. Yeah, it's quite an honor. Mm. Thanks, Doc.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Um, the mm, having when we have a Naorai graduation feast, or the moment before the Naorai graduation feast, we request all of our participants not to introduce each other.
That's right.
Mm. And you, Master Hoshino, or in the master's training, Master Hoshino or attend the celebratory
Yeah.
meal, or
Yeah.
in the conversation between Master Hoshino and the participant
Yeah.
translated by you, or either you
Yeah.
or Rick. And
Rick. Yeah.
the Master Hoshino always mentioned your translation, the between the participants English and Master Hoshino's Japanese. The that works well. Master Hoshino always
Yeah.
said that.
Thanks.
And
Mm.
that I think it's because you you trained yourself through the
Mm.
Yamabushi practice. At this same times, as you mentioned, you could communicate the very subtle or nuanced things in
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
mother language. So that's quite helpful for not only Yamabushi project, but
Mm.
Master Hoshino, but also the for the participant. It's
I think
quite
so.
helpful
Mm.
to have you, or to understand the philosophical message from Master Hoshino.
Yeah.
Mm,
I think
uh, mm,
uh whenever I see so Kohei-san as well.
mhm,
So we have another Japanese Yamabushi who interprets, and Kohei, when he translates as well, he's very good at getting the core message across.
mhm,
And
mhm, mhm.
um, but I think like I really like Kohei's translation as well. I just wanted to say that.
Nice.
Yeah. Mm.
These shared facts are doing training, and the understand, not understand, but the uh, um, f- felt guts by guts,
Yeah.
guts feeling
Yeah.
would help to transfer the core message from the mountains
Yeah.
to the people. That's the I think quite helpful for the followers, I think.
I agree.
Mm.
Yeah.
Thank you. And these things, I would say, you have also learned from the practices by yourself as well, not
Mm.
only for not only leading others.
Mm.
So the when you have you have challenge, or you confront the something difficulties, these insights, or these message from the mountains uh, would help to um, the deal with these challenge or difficulties. Would you
You mean like things that I learned by myself on the
yes, yes,
mountains?
yes, yes, yes.
Um, well, yeah. So maybe an easy example is going out in the storm
Mm-hmm.
to Mount Gassan
Okay.
when it's like typhoon type. weather. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but this is something I realize, but I don't think I have been told, is that uh, oh wait, I forgot what I was going to say. But going out in the storm is that's what it is. So I think as a Yamabushi Sendatsu, we try to show people, we try to make people think that they can't do something, but we show them that they can. Do you understand what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So
Following
as
you.
as a master, we try to like make you think that you cannot do something, but then we prove that you can.
Mm.
And it's like even even to my children as well,
Oh.
like when you say you can't do something, you definitely can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
if you try to actually do it, you sometimes find that you can.
Mm.
And it's kind of like positive thinking or positive reinforcement.
Uh-huh.
And in the case of Yamabushi training, it's like it's big because you could say that Yamabushi training represents like challenges that you have in your everyday life. And if you've been shown that you can do something that you previously thought you could not do, then that gives you faith to move forward and to try and do things that maybe your thinking brain is telling you that you can't do it, but your heart is saying it's possible. And
Mm.
I guess as a Yamabushi master, we try to extract that. We try to get that you probably can do more than you
Mm-hmm.
think you can.
Mm.
Yeah, this is one thing that I've thought about
Mm.
since becoming a master, and it hasn't been explicitly said yet,
Mm.
but or maybe it has, but yeah. And so, for example, like going out in a storm,
Mm.
like the storm, you could say it represents the troubles of life, like life
Mm.
trying to get you down, but
Mm.
you'll find that you're physically able to go out and pray to the kami and the Buddha and do
Mm.
Yamabushi
Mm.
training, and then come back and yeah, if you can do that, then well, you can do anything. It's kind of like what the
Mm.
mountains teach us, I feel. That's just one example, I think.
Mm.
Yeah. Another example could
Good
be
one. Mm.
waterfall meditation as well.
Okay.
Yeah, because like the cold water, it represents like the harsh reality of life, like life trying
Mm.
to
Mm-hmm.
hit you. But
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
if you remain calm, if you can, which you can do through controlling your breath,
Mm-hmm.
um, or chanting, like the Heart Sutra,
Mm-hmm.
for example.
Mm-hmm.
Like there
Mm-hmm.
are techniques that we can use to keep ourselves resilient, keep ourselves calm in the face
Mm.
of
Mm-hmm.
like well cold waterfalls in this case, but the cold
Mm.
waterfall can represent any manner of
Mm-hmm.
things throughout life. So
Mm-hmm.
so it's kind of like a it's a reminder. It's a reminder to stay grounded, to
Mm-hmm.
keep your footing, and
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, you can make it through.
Mm.
Yeah, that's
Mm.
just yeah. So storm, waterfalls,
Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
um, and then another one is
Okay. Mm-hmm.
walking on snow,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
because walking on snow is very dangerous.
Uh-huh.
Like I've seen like people drop their stick and it just slides down the mountain, and
Oh,
yeah, it can be dangerous.
scary.
Yeah,
Mm.
but walking on snow is like when you're walking on snow, the only thing you can do is focus on one foot at a time. So
Mm-hmm.
walking on snow forces you to focus on being in that moment.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so that's like a reminder of to don't worry about what the step before, don't worry about the step. after, like
Mhm.
focus on
Mhm.
the current step.
Mhm.
It's about as visual as it can get, I
Mhm.
think.
Mhm.
It's a very
Mhm.
good reminder.
Mm.
Mm,
Mm.
yeah. The same thing could be said for like walking on the stone steps of Mount Hagoro when it's wet.
Mm.
Yeah, because it can be very dangerous if you don't. Like
Mhm.
you have
Mm.
to watch your steps, but then if you do that, you like kind of can't tune into the world around you as well.
Mhm.
But when you're focusing on your steps, like it's kind of like the world around you becomes part of you, or like it becomes like part of the step that you're taking.
Mhm.
So it's yeah, there's lots of metaphors, I guess, that we can
Mm.
take from Yamabushi training.
Mm.
It's just a
Mm.
few that I can think of.
Mm.
Mm,
Mm. Mm.
yeah.
Thanks. They are really good one. Can you give me a message for those who are looking for challenge or challenge means mm, we have many guests who express I would like to overcome challenge
Hmm.
but the challenge they seems like imagine is most uh, somehow a physical challenge but
Uh-huh.
the things we provide the opportunity for them is a little bit different, I guess.
Yeah.
Like
Not a
the
little bit. It's very different. Yeah.
so the different. Would you illustrate the difference between the physical challenge and
Yeah.
the mm,
Mental
yeah,
mental challenge. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So um yeah. So the physical challenge is I think it's quite obvious because we climb mountains.
Mm-hmm,
But we don't like it was like what I was saying earlier, like we try to prove that you can do stuff that you don't think you can. And
mm,
so the challenge isn't so much physical, I feel. Like of course there are
mm,
physical parts to it, but
mm,
it's mainly mental. Like if you tell
mm,
yourself you can't do it, you won't
mm,
be able to.
mm,
But we try to show you that you can.
mm,
Um the other point is that like we have it easy in our modern life, right?
mm,
And so
mm,
yeah, it's quite comfortable living in
mm,
modern days. And
mm,
so like what do you say? Like yeah, we can just go down to the convenience store if we're hungry, or um
mm,
we can, or not to mention our smartphones they have
mm,
supercomputers that can entertain us for days on end.
mm,
Um And so it's very easy to become lazy. Is that the right word?
mm,
It's very easy to
mm,
become maybe all complacent, or not
mm,
like it's very easy to turn off.
mhm,
Like Craig Mod, I think he calls it like teleporting.
mhm,
Like when you're like out, like I think like his rule is like don't teleport. So don't, when you're out
mhm,
walking, don't have your smartphone basically. Um, because it takes you out of the moment, and
mhm,
um, and so I think people are searching for a challenge. Like they know that
mm,
they're being taken out of the moment. They know that they're
mm,
not living like living fully, or like living and they know that the smartphones and things are, and the modern conveniences and stuff
mm,
is like,
mhm,
it's kind of like I don't know what you say, like a, not a fake existence, but it's like not, it's kind of like just living and that's it. Like you're not really living consciously.
mhm,
And so I think because of that, so people want like a challenge. So I think that's why um, this isn't something that I thought of, but
Mm,
I think that's why I can't say I think that um, uh, things like marathons and ultra marathons
mhm,
and like the um, Spartan race and that sort of those sort of physical challenges as well.
mhm,
They're
mhm,
pretty popular,
mhm,
and so which is great. I think people should do them if they feel they want to do it. Um,
mhm,
and then but then Yamabushi training is like it has that physical challenge as well, but there's definitely a mental challenge in marathons,
mhm,
and and
mhm,
um, and like Spartan race and stuff. But
mhm,
um, with the Yamabushi, it's a different type of challenge. It's kind of like we've also thought about like Vipassana meditation as well, with people just sitting down for maybe a week or so,
mhm,
doing meditation. It's kind of like that, like uh, you're forced into you're forced into it if you want to. Like
mhm,
um,
mhm,
that's what Uketamo is about, right? Like
mhm,
you accept it because you want to accept it. If you don't want
mhm,
to Uketamo, then
mhm,
you can just go home.
mhm,
But people want a challenge, which is like uh, it's a challenge to prove that to prove who you are, to prove that you can do things, and that there's that, but then there's also like to prove that you're alive as well. Like,
mhm, mhm,
um,
mhm,
and I think that's one of the main things that we can get out of Yamabushi training. Is like it's a reminder that
mhm,
the world is it's much bigger than you
mhm,
personally,
mhm,
um,
mhm,
and you can. Uh, and I think like the challenge of Yamabushi training is, yeah, I guess it does prove that, or it shows
mhm,
that um,
mhm,
if you do the training, or if you do what you set out to do, like that easier said than done. Much easier
mhm,
to say it than it is to actually go out there and do it. But
mhm,
if you do the training, if you do the thing, then
mhm,
you can improve yourself that you are alive.
mhm, mhm,
What else do I say? Like challenge.
mhm,
So the other thing is like Yamabushi training is there's no drugs involved. There's no like
mhm,
manipulation of your mind through
mhm,
like drugs or anything like that. And so
mhm,
it's another thing that just like we don't it shows that we don't need drugs or we don't need any substances um to remind ourselves of who we are to get back
mhm,
to
mhm,
nature, to get back to
mhm,
who we are.
mhm,
Um yeah, so the no substances and stuff. Like it shows that nature has the key. Like nature has what we need.
mhm,
Um and we just have to, I guess we have to allow ourselves to let nature do its
mhm,
job, to let nature work its magic. And
mhm,
Yamabushi have been doing that for centuries,
mhm,
and
mhm,
we're kind of just passing on the knowledge or
mhm, mhm.
the practice. Yeah.
Cool.
Mm,
Thanks.
mm.
So, I would say last question.
Okay. Yeah.
The last question. Actually, I have two questions.
Okay.
The the things you have shared here. I'm curious about. Did one you? Uh, I asked you to illustrate your experience. Uh, do the share you do your sharing your shared things would help your uh, challenge or your daily life?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Mhm. In what way?
How? Yeah.
Mm,
Well, it's the thing that sticks on my mind is the even though you may not believe that you can do it, you will probably find that you can.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that's probably the main thing. Like even
Mm-hmm.
though
Mm-hmm.
there may be a doubt that you cannot get through
Mm-hmm.
your challenge,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
um, well, yeah, there's like a knowledge that you can,
Mm-hmm.
and that I can get through it. And so, um,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah. And so, like, I don't know. I guess the thing is like just don't think too deeply about it and just take it day by day, take it
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
moment by moment,
Sure.
and you'll
Mm-hmm.
get through. I guess
Mm-hmm.
that's what I needed.
Oh,
That's what we
yeah.
need to hear. Mm,
Okay. Yes.
yeah,
Big yes.
thank you.
Okay. And the last question. Please give a message to those who are thinking to join the program,
Yeah,
or who those who uh, 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 trying to follow your way, Yamabushi way.
yeah.
Uh, um, as a Yamabushi guide, as a Yamabushi Sendatsu guide,
Mm,
or uh, friends, pal of the circle of
yeah.
Yamabushi practices.
Mm.
Mm.
Um, my my first inclination, or the first thing that comes, is to not think about it and just do it.
Mm.
Like
Mhm.
if you have any even a slight inclination, if you even have just a little bit of you wants to do it, then don't let your thinking mind cloud your judgment. Um, just just do it. It's better to regret something you did than something you didn't do. I think that's very true. And I think this is one of those things, like if you have the sense, or if you have the inclination, if your body is telling you to do it, just do it. Like don't even think too deeply about it. Uh, that would be the first thing. Um,
Got it.
and then
Perfect.
um, yeah, know that like the other thing is I guess you get out of it what you put into it. That is
Mm-hmm.
especially true for chanting, I
Mm-hmm.
think. Like,
Mm. Mm-hmm.
but then, like, chanting is, I must say there's a caveat. So when you do chanting, you're chanting with a group. And so it's not like, what I'm saying is don't overdo it. Um, but do put your heart into, for example, chanting. But yeah, do it wholeheartedly. Don't do it put everything into it. That's what we've designed it to do. So, right, like there's no distractions, like no talking. That's a big one. Um,
Mm.
no smartphones or anything like that. And so that helps you to put your whole self into the challenge. And then what else is there? Like the other thing is this goes back to just doing it. Um, is that you'll find that you don't really need much preparation at all. Like
Mm-hmm.
you need to prepare the physical stuff like your clothing and stuff like that, but you'll find that you're mentally you are already ready.
Mm-hmm.
And if you come in with that mindset as well, you gain more. Yeah, right. It's something that we always talk about. Like you don't want to um, think too much about it because you come in with
Mm-hmm.
expectations, and then if your expectations don't meet, like they won't. But if you come in
Mm.
with the expectations, it can ruin your experience. So that's why I say like the best thing to do is just do it. Yeah, of course, easier said than done, but uh, yeah, just try and do that. Try and do it without thinking too much about it. That would be my
Oh,
advice, I guess. Yeah.
thank you. Okay,
Thank you.
thank you very much. I stopped recording.
Thanks.